and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche and a Beyond, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And here we can check out the story for Devin Booker.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Majerle. Robinson is out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Hill, and it's Cousy in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, they've got Dennis Rodman. Taylor is out there with Johnson. Then it's Walton. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And this matchup always, Clark, seems to produce some fireworks.
Well, again, when conference opponents are this familiar, Kevin, things tend to get ramped up, heated up, intensified, if you will.
Now, here's Johnson. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. Taylor passes to Rodman. Shot clock at 5. Johnson, that's for 2. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Here's Cousy. Inside. It's stolen by Rodman. Taylor taking his time here. Johnson dishes to Walton.
Rodman ever ready to put his body on the line. He doesn't care about the contact as long as he draws the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
The free throw drops for Rodman.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
And he can't hit the second. Now the Timberwolves with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Here's Rodman after the basket by Minnesota. In the corner, it's Junior. Tries to save it out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Cousy, covered by Johnson. Here's Hill. That shot is off.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Now, here is Robinson. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Orlando.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Hill up top. He's covered by Brown. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Outside Hill. Robinson sets a screen for Hill. Pass to Cousy. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. It's stolen by Rodman. Brown the pass to Taylor. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Mobley finds Hill. Baseline try, and it's rebounded by Bill Walton.
A little disjointed to start this game, missing 3 of their first 4 shots already.
Rodman looking it over. Brown outside. Here's Walton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That is one of the many things you get from Walton. He's a relentless rebounder.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The later we get in the season, the hotter these teams have gotten. They're shooting leaders since the All-Star break in the NBA. The Timberwolves, #1.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Majerle. Hill kicks to Mobley. It's back to Hill. Rodman against Mobley. Shot to stop the run. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Johnson, the pass to Walton. That one good for 2.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Pass to Majerle. And Hill has it in the corner. Robinson sets a screen for Hill. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. He really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Brown outside. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Right side Hill. Pass to Mobley. Here is Robinson. Mobley is screened. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Rondo looking around. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
It's back to Hill. For three, Booker sinks the triple.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Johnson, the pass to Walton. Back to Johnson. Walton, a screen on Booker. Johnson dishes to Walton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on David Robinson. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise. But if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
First free throw is good.
You know, what makes Walton special isn't just his physical gifts, and there are many of those. It's how well he uses those gifts. He's smart with his body and makes moves he knows will be the most impactful. He's an efficient, smart, highly skilled player.
So Walton nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 5. Cousy passes to Hill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Grant Hill showing you he can get physical when he has to, absorbing that contact, actually seeking it out to draw the foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Both free throws good from Hill.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Brown outside. Back to Rondo. Lakers passing it around. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Now here's Walton. Shot from 12. Johnson can't get it to go.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Booker with no one around, and it's all evened up. Booker's got 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Rondo. He has yet to score, and so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Ilgauskas is checked in. Johnson surveying the floor. Jones sets the pick for Johnson. Pass to Jones. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Walton with the steal. And here's Rondo. Rodman outside. Jones for three. It drops, and it comes off the assist from Rodman. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Here's Jones. Grant Hill making his last shot. Rondo with a screen for Rodman. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Kevin?
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
You know, when Rondo is at his most effective, he's setting up people, but he's also getting some points for himself on the perimeter. In the passing lanes really open up for him, and he can give you real headaches when that happens.
A nice shot by Booker. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Lakers. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Cousy passes to Ilgauskas. 1:51 left in the first. On the wing, Booker. Clock at 6. Pass to Cousy. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Johnson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Rondo kicks to Johnson. Rodman with a screen on Booker. Back to Rondo. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Weaving his way inside, Rondo creating his own lane to the bucket.
Now here's Booker in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. Walton with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by the Lakers. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jones, no one around him. Traps in the tray. And now it's a 10-point Laker lead.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Cousy. 17 points in his last outing. Booker, no good. Johnson outside. Over Booker. And there's another one for the Lakers.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And an overpowering first-quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Lakers on top, ending the first quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
We've got West. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jones. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Pass to Gugliotta. Booker outside. Off target from outside.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pope's shot is good.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Brown the pass to West. West setting the pick for Rondo. Pass to Jones. This one for 3. Gugliotta grabs the board.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Booker left side. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Robinson. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Taylor's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Marley's checked in. Robinson a screen on Rondo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on David West.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Robinson. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
Robinson with the block. Booker against Brown. Here's Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Gugliotta passes to Booker. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. He can't get it going here.
And then Brown with the dunk.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Pass to Booker. It's stolen by Rondo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improved, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
And Rondo no good on that one.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Robinson sets a screen for Booker. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside Rondo. Pass to Taylor. to the inside. West banked in off the glass. West has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Pope. Now here is Robinson, defended by West. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on David West.
You know, on offense, Robinson is not shy about asserting himself and creating contact, looking for it to draw fouls.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Walton's checked in for Larry Nance. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
Cousy passes to Gugliotta. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Booker. The tray. Rebound. Bill Walton. Walton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. And Walton throws it down.
You know, as soon as Walton has the ball around the rim, he's thinking about flushing.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Cousy. Hasn't made one yet. Four on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. That's short off the rim. Los Angeles leading by 15. Brown kicks it to West. Outside Rondo. Pass to West. And it's Rondo in the corner. Over Cousy. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist from West. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Here's Gugliotta. Booker looking around. Ejected by Taylor. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
Johnson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Hill, he's checked in for Minnesota. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 10-1 run. Johnson, the pass to Brown. Excellent D there from Hill.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Johnson outside. West passes to Johnson to the paint. And the basket by Walton. Walton's got 12 in the game.
Because Walton is so dominant on offense at times, he gains a lot of respect around the league.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
If you see yourself in this situation, you know what to do. Show us your rules. You are passing the series. Next. You're on the screen.
take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Pass to Marley. Outside Hill. And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Jones checked in for the Lakers. Minnesota also with the sub. Ilgauskas is checked in for Robinson. On defense, the Lakers. Here's Hill. Pass to Marley to stop the drought. Rebound the Lakers. Walton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Marley against Taylor. And that one is stuffed right through.
Big-time slam by Dan Marley gave the defense no chance to stop that one.
Outside, Taylor. West outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. From deep, Johnson. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Hill up top. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Hill's got 6. Lakers leading by 18. Outside, Jones. Johnson outside. Beyond the arc. Cousy with the rebound.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Ilgauskas, the pass to Hill. Stolen by Magic. Right side, Jones. Back to Johnson. West kicks to Jones. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 18. And here's Marley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Pass to Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And he knocks down the first one. Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Timberwolves. Reeves is checked in. Both free throws good from Hill. Here's Johnson. He has 5. Outside, Taylor. Outside, Jones. Down low, here's Walton. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Reeves. Into the lane. Hill passes to Gugliotta. Here's Cousy. Hill left side. Count it. Hill's got 10 points in the game.
Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find a groove.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And here's the fast break. Here's Marley. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Johnson, the pass to Walton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Rodman, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Brown comes in for Jones.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Walton. Timberwolves trail by 14, and Hill has it in the corner. Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
Here's Johnson. Slam dunk. Magic Johnson.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Shot clock at 6. Robinson down low. Walton defending. Robinson misses. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
First in opponent's points per game. I tell you what, they have lived off their opponent's mistakes. They are first in the league in points off turnovers. Just suffocate you with their pressure defensively.
And the defense you brought up, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league, we can't even begin to describe how hard they are to break down. To the inside, and Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Johnson outside. Inside, here's Rodman, and the jam by Dennis Rodman.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Walton. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Walton's got 16 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Mobley. Pass to Robinson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And taken away by Magic. There's the three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. When you're on one of these teams looking ahead, what's your plan?
Win them all. That's what happened when I played.
Yeah. You know, Ernie, Shaq was the only and the first undefeated basketball player in the history of NBA. He never lost one game. Come on, man, give me a break.
Yeah, big fella, that doesn't sound quite right. You might want to go back and check some of those stats, Gus. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Lakers.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine gonna show you real power when that camera turns off.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance from Bill Walton.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Timberwolves trail by 16. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Mobley is out there with Hill. Then it's Marley. Then it's Robinson. And it's Cousy in at the 1 spot. Hill dishes to Robinson. Over Walton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers leading by 16. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Brown. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Minnesota shooting about 42% so far. It's hauled in by Brown. LA has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Johnson outside. Hook shot. Rebound Minnesota. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Marley against Taylor. Rebounded by the Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Marley against Johnson. Brown outside. And then Brown with the dunk.
Big-time hops on display there. What a throwdown by Brown.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The drive by Hill. And it's in there. Hill's got 12.
Boy, Hill is a tremendous penetrator and loves going right through the defense and scoring on the drive.
Johnson, the pass to Taylor. Here's Cousy. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Hill. Here is Robinson. Walton defending.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Brown against Hill. Shoots from the block. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Marley. And they pick up 2. He's got 8.
And Marley, boy, I tell you what, he does a nice job being creative inside, exploiting any holes close to the basket.
Screen by Walton. Brown deciding where to go with it. Spins. Brown gets it done inside.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Cousy passes to Majerle. Brown against Hill. Can't hit from 12. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Lakers. They led the game at one point by 20. Rodman against Mobley. Rodman kicks to Johnson. Looking to get it going. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Magic is simply that good and that smooth. Even while being fouled, he gets it up and down.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Marley. And Hill has it in the corner. Mobley outside. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Mobley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with hard work, Mobley's turned himself into a legitimate three-level scorer.
Now here's Taylor. Screen by Walton. Taylor passes to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Majerle. Here's Cousy. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Robinson a screen on Brown. To the paint. Walton with the steal. Johnson outside. Mobley against Brown. For the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Robinson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Lakers leading by 15. Pass to Brown. Can't hit that one. Hill with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
And Mobley throws it down.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
The Lakers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Down low. And Walton throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Robinson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Walton dishes to Rodman. Pass to Johnson. Over Cousy. Johnson can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 15. From deep, Majerle. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. 12 points for him. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Moving it up. Majerle passes to Cousy. Inside. The kick out to Mobley. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Good work there as it goes. Robinson's got 11.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Brown outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. And the shot is long. Timberwolves trail by 13. Majerle with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Change here. Hondo's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Majerle. Over to the wing. Pass to Cousy. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Third in fast break points. And they are in the top 10 in their ability to get on the glass. They have athletes willing to do the dirty work.
And you pointed this out. No team in the NBA moves the ball better than they do. So many of their baskets are the product of just excellent assists. Nails the 16-footer. Cousy's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And here's Brown outside. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
Pass to Cousy. Mobley against Rodman. Here's the floater. Hill looking around, and there it is for him. Hill's got 14 points for the game.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Pass to Walton. And here is Johnson. Outside for Rondo. Fires the 3. It's Brown on the wing. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Hill dishes to Mobley. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Minnesota. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they can be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Lakers. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for the Timberwolves, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
You know, the way they've handled just about every challenge that's been thrown at them this year, I don't see how they couldn't be considered front runners for the title.
Right side, Jones. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Booker the pass to Gugliotta. Robinson a screen on Brown. Back to Booker. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Softly drops in the floater.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Rondo passes to Nance. Now here's Jones. Let's go. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Gugliotta. Still without a basket. Outside Rondo. Jones with the screen on Booker. Pass to West. Over Ilgauskas. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rajon Rondo is out there with Taylor. Then it's Jones. Then there's West. And it's Walton in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, and that'll give them a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
Outside, Jones.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
To the inside.
Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Jones kicks to Rondo. Back to Jones. Pass to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Smart pass by Jones. He didn't have the shot, and great job moving the ball.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Cousy. Here's Gugliotta. 5 on the clock. Over West. The shot by Gugliotta, no good. Jones dishes to Rondo. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 13 points for Rajon Rondo.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Cousy passes to Gugliotta. Here's Majerle. Pass to Ilgauskas. Over Walton. And it's Ilgauskas missing. Lakers leading by 16. And here is Walton, covered by Ilgauskas. Floats one, and it's Walton missing. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Oh. David West grabs the miss.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. It's Junior top of the key, and that one is good. And the Lakers lead by 18.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Cousy. He's covered by Rondo. Cousy passes to Pope. Timberwolves passing it around. Out to the wing. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Outside, Taylor. to Rondo. Picked by West. Rondo passes to West. And here's the break. Here's Gugliotta. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for West. And then for Minnesota, Evan Mobley's checked in for Ilgauskas. And it's Booker in for Pope. That one is no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Outside, Jones. To the middle. Fader on the way. And it's Walton missing. Timberwolves trail by 15. Booker outside. Over Taylor. No good from Booker. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Taylor kicks to Jones. Pass to Walton. And here is Rodman. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Jones up top. Lays it up off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Though he is slight of build, Eddie Jones is extremely tough now. That's a strong move right there.
Pass to Cousy. Now here's Booker. Off target with his 3. Outside Rondo. Here's Taylor. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Majerle. Back to Booker. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened. Take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season, I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. West is checked in for Walton. Brown comes in for Jones. And it's Johnson in for Taylor. Here's Mobley. Pass to Robinson. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Works that one inside nicely.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Rondo kicks to Johnson. Brown outside. No good with the triple. And so Booker will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Booker against Johnson. Over in the corner, Brown sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got 15 points here in the second half.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Here's Hill. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Brown. Pass to Johnson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Rondo. Now here's West. Shot clock at 5. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Hill. The putback. The rebound by the Lakers. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Mobley with the block.
And that's the defensive player of the year there. Mobley with the denial, making sure the ball didn't get to the rim.
Brown inside the line. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Pope. Connects on the foul line jumper.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Pass to Johnson. There's Brown with the 3. Booker pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 21. The kick out to Hill. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball, because that really will help his confidence.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our player of the game.
Well, I think you've got to look at the defense for part of this. Clearly, he was outstanding, but the defense didn't really put up any resistance at all. And as a result, he was able to eat and eat and eat some more.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Here's Walton. Brown dishes to Johnson. Down low. Here's Rodman. And Rodman with the slam.
Look at Johnson shaking up the defense with the pick and roll, moving the pieces around like a chess player to find the right play.
Pass to Robinson. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Was that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Can't hit from in close. Los Angeles leading by 20. Taylor passes to Johnson. Brown outside. Johnson left side. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Puts him 5 for 12 so far.
Magic so adept at taking what the defense gives him. Nice shot.
Hill drives in. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
This gives them some gloating room, if you will. It's a special win because now they'll finish 3-1 against them.
Round the pass to Walton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on David Robinson.
You know, he goes about 7 feet tall. Bill Walton is a nightmare matchup, not just because of his height, but because of his skill, too. Plus, he has a really high IQ.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Walton. So Walton nails both of them. And here are the Timberwolves. Booker outside. 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. It's stolen by Nance. Outside Rondo. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in as we present our player of the game.